Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Funjunkman here with another episode of Funjunkman's Finds. This is episode number 4, my weekly finds and an eBay sales update. So, yeah, I'm going to jump into it here. I hit a few thrift stores, a few flea markets, yard sales, stuff like that. Going to see a trend here. I do pretty good at a couple of the flea markets, especially with Legos and Matchboxes. Not flea markets, but thrift stores here in town. I like this stuff. I think I do pretty well on it, especially buying the bulk bags like this. You don't really know what's in them until you get home and tear into them. And I haven't tore into any of this yet, so I really don't know. But if I can buy this many Lego or Lego type stuff for $13, I don't think I can go bad. And this bag here, I mean, the tag's upside down, but you can see that it was $12.96. So that's a pretty good deal, in my opinion. I think there's, some Lego Duplo stuff here. Maybe that might be Mega Blocks, some of this stuff, but you can see that there's cars, there's all kinds of little Legos, there's other Lego sets, there's instructions inside here, there's different colored things. So selling stuff that is, like all yellow or orange or anything like that, like here's a figure. Most figures are a couple dollars if they're any good. Some of these things they can really blow up. They can be worth a lot of money. Uh, these things down here, I'm not 100% sure what they are. They're really really small. I don't think they're Legos, but they're going to be something. And they're all separated in their own little Ziploc bags. So whoever donated this, you know, like right here, you can see that there's some instructions. So that's inside of a bag with a bunch of other stuff. So what I'm hoping is that's a kit that, that is the part that's there. All the stuff's there to build the toy. Might build it and then, throw it on eBay that way. But again, $12.96 for this bag. I can't really go wrong. Yeah, so then the second bag is at a different thrift store. It was $30. But again, it's a lot of little pieces, a lot of little things. I don't know if this is like part of this is going to be part of one big giant set, but you can see flowers, you can see all kinds of different stuff, and kind of learning a lot of this stuff. It really matters on, where it's at. Some of this stuff's still bagged, so it looks like it was a really big kit. Again, there's some instructions in here, so once I get into it and see what this stuff is, might turn out really well. But some of these different shaped plates like these, that purple thing right there, that can be worth some money. Learning how to look these things up and figure out what they're really worth. It's a lot of it's work, but hey, gives me something to do on a not so beautiful weekend when it's super cold and windy out. So hey, yeah, so that's the second bag. Third bag's another bag of matchboxes. Matchboxes. I spent $30 on this bag. Again, there's probably there's probably 100 of them in there, so that's 30 cents a piece. Even if I put them up for 10, you know, I can put up 10 lots there, sell them for $6 or $7 a piece, double my money. Get these back into the hands of collectors who like this stuff. Yeah, there's some different stuff in here. There's a lot of like metal bottomed cars, and that means they're a little bit older. There's a lot of big stuff too, like that big bus. There's a big truck here. There's a few other big items that, yeah, sometimes those things can be pretty good too. So, and there's oddball stuff like this little truck right here. I don't know what it truly is, but hey, once I dig it out, I'll start blowing it through Google Lens and it'll tell me. But it says Tonka on the side of it, so Tonka toys can be worth some money. Yeah, so never really know until you get them on eBay and find out what they sell for anyway. So then this is a set that's, it's not Legos. I spent $9.98 on it, but it is a F1 Racing. It looks like there's a couple vehicles. Bag's really weak, so I'm not going to be 100% positive everything's going to be here for this because, it's a little ripped up, and I hope I didn't lose anything on the way to my truck or anything else. But it's got the instructions on how to put it together. This is a Mega Blocks instructions here. I don't know that's truly what it is, but these F1 cars, yeah, it'll be interesting. So you can see this is F1 Racing, got the little cars there. I'll probably try to put them together, see what all's there, go from there. And hopefully it's a full deal. Then this is the other thing. I spent $12.96 on this one also. This is a Lego Duplo couple of sets here. So this is like a space shuttle. This is an airplane. Again, I don't know that even all of it's even there. There's a big rubber pad here. Sometimes those can be worth a pretty good penny because that's a really big pad for kids to work on. It's soft, so forth, so on. But there's a couple different types of instructions in here, so I don't know what all is going to be here. But you can see like there's a character, the bottom of a character right here. And again, those little mini figurines, that's where some of the money can be. So some of these sets, ultimately the figure is more value than the rest of the Legos themselves. So sometimes when you find those, you can do pretty well with just oddball stuff like that. So yeah, okay. All right, everybody, here's the part where we'll do an update for eBay sales. I have my eBay store open here. Again, it's Funjunkman, same as the YouTube channel there, right? So, yeah, so I sold a few cars. Buy it now, 1997 here. I sold a couple more Pokemon stuff. I sold a little bikini thing. The one thing in this video is that Lego Duplo. I put it up for auction. It sold for $8. Not the end of the world, really. The one Toy Story figurine from, maybe an episode or two ago, that little dinosaur figurine sold for $37. Pretty happy with that. I paid 20, maybe $20 for like a bunch of bags. The DeLorean, one of the DeLorean cars sold for $10. A couple others sold for $3.99. Just a bunch of oddball cars. Yeah, and then we go back to the ranch. I believe we already run over the impact and stuff, but so far for the month of January, just doing this as a hobby, I've sold $285 worth of stuff. So it's not bad. I have a lot of stuff listed also. So if I was to sell everything I have listed, I have $955 stuff worth of stuff up and listed. Do a lot of Lego stuff. I have a lot of stuff sitting around that needs to be listed. Might work on that more tomorrow. I didn't list any last weekend or this weekend just because weather hasn't been very good, and hate to get stuck to a point where I can't get it to the post office. So yeah, okay, I'll get another video going here soon. And again, if you guys like these things, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, do any of that stuff. Let me know. Let me know if there's anything that you'd like to see out there, any ideas, anything. Leave them in the comments. I'll answer every comment that's on the YouTube. So, all right, again, everybody, thanks again. Have a great day.